for Fecken Irish Brewery's own M&M,
Yeah!
Ryan! Arf.
Nice!
This is not even our first dog in here,
That
I'm
was
gonna let
great.
you know.
That was great.
Good job, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
A few weeks ago we had a tortoise on the stage.
Tortoise?
I'm just saying,
Very
come out every week.
Good job. My name is Lisa. This is Jason.
Oh, poor puppy.
And that's Carlos.
Nice to meet you.
Well, shit.
Right? We were just talking about that.
I know, I thought it was gonna be funny. It didn't work. That's fine. That's cool. I only bring people up here who are better than me. I get that. Speaking of, I would like to, I'd like to quit fucking this up. Hang on. His stage name is different than his Facebook name. Hang on. I would like you to give a nice, warm welcome to another Portland comedian who's traveled out here tonight. Please give it up for Joey Tommy Davey, everybody. Bring it to the stage like a pro. I mean, I don't know a pro what exactly, but a pro. I appreciate your applause. Thank you.
Chris Cox, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Woo!
My dog's in the house? Oh, not anymore. I'm sorry. You guys are a good-looking crowd, man. I love being here. This is cool. You guys drinking tonight? Let me hear it.
Woo!
You guys did that all wrong. I was expecting to hear some loud belches, maybe some gulping here and there. I asked if you're drinking. You go, woo! Some people just don't listen. I thought I was drunk. I'm sorry, I'm just playing with you. I do like to have a good time, though. Went and asked my boss one time why I've never been promoted. He said, because you're high all day, every day. I said, that's bullshit. I smoke so much I don't get high anymore. Stoner humor. A Bostonian asked his buddy if he wants to step outside and smoke a joint. He says, sure. What are we smoking there, indica? Don't call her a cow, you friggin' tool. She's a twin-turbo Saab. She's wicked awesome.
Stop.
I was driving by the church in my neighborhood the other day. I noticed that up on the cross they had, not the other day, sorry, this was a few seasons ago. Noticed that up on the cross they had decorated it with some Christmas lights for the season. After a few days and nights, though, the winds had taken care of it and knocked the lights down, so they were kind of hanging from the neck of the cross. I thought, hey, they should do that again at Mardi Gras. No, seriously, though. Especially if they're one of those cool churches that have, like, the funny slogan on the sign up there every week. They could have something like, you like big bulbs? Show us your tithes! When you hear that a police officer has fallen in the line of duty, it brings to mind an unfortunate and horrible scene. When a child hears that anyone has fallen in duty, I guess that would be an unfortunate but laughable meme. Pardon me while I take a drink of my manly beer. I got my beer. It's pink. My wife's girlfriends come over and hang out all hours of the day and the night, drinking wine, carrying on. I bring home a boyfriend one time. Suddenly I'm the problem. If someone farts and you make a fart noise with your mouth, it's for you, Ryan. You make a fart noise with your mouth and then they say, jinx, with their butt. I think they've earned a little bit more than a Coke. That's just me. I like to tell jokes. Anybody else here like to tell jokes? Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I like to write as well. I tried my hand at writing a book once. I wrote a pop-up book for children to help them gain confidence and knowledge about their bodies. You may have heard of it. Everybody pees and poops and masturbates. We don't want the children to feel icky about how their bodies naturally function. And to be honest, I know I feel very icky whenever I masturbate a chihuahua. Is that too weird? Am I being too rough with myself? Is that what you're saying? I think we all have our own levels of perversion to some degree, though. Yeah, who knows? Maybe you, sir, fine, upstanding gentleman, maybe your imagination gives you all the raw sexual material that you need to just repaint the walls. Go on a devil-may-care spending spree throughout your own home. More power to you. You're a fine citizen, and your socks are a salt pillar of the community. Or maybe it's not that bad. Maybe every other week or so, you like to check out that site that you have bookmarked on your phone, Ryan? You know the one I'm talking about. You try to change the name of that site on your phone so that it doesn't stand out so much to a snooper, something succinct like Hub. Or maybe you fancy yourself more of a techie than your significant other and you change the name to something like Program Overflow Random Network. That's a porn identity right there. It's not that bad though. Don't beat yourself down for beating yourself up is all I'm saying. And I'm no saint either, but it's not like I have a collection of hookers in the trunk. They're out in the backyard. Burying the crew from the snuff film we made last week. Gotta have fun though. A good friend of mine came to me one day and asked me what he should do about a problem that he's having with his new jerk of a neighbor. My advice was to kill him. With kindness. Kill him with kindness. And I thought he was being very kind when he went over and told the guy that there is definitely not a local legend that the previous owners had buried exactly $735,000 in unmarked bills in his front yard. Didn't happen. And he didn't seem to care either way. So my buddy was shocked when he saw him out there at 11 o'clock at night in the pouring rain, midway through hole number 9. And he was shocked at what he finally found. Yeah, he probably should have called the power company before repeatedly jamming a shovel so deep into the ground like that. Maybe next time he'll be more open to sharing his Hulu logins with his neighbors. Next day, that same buddy came in and asked me what he should do about a problem that he's having with his wife. He says, my wife is the greatest, but sometimes it seems like she thinks she's the boss. And it's not that big of a deal that I feel I need to blow up. But am I being a wuss for just sucking it up? I just can't stand the thought of having to talk about my feelings. What would you do? And I told him I could relate. I was in a similar situation once because my wife is also the great test.
Test.
And what I did in that situation was I also reached out to a trusted married friend of mine, only I did it by text. I wrote up basically the same things that you just said there, buddy, and I sent it off to him. The response that I got back wasn't exactly what I was expecting from my friend. You dumbass! You sent this to me instead of whichever one of your bonehead friends that you're trying to go to for advice about our marriage. I understand how you feel. If you want to talk, we can, but it's okay. It's understood. My buddy said, oh man, that sucks! He says, but that's cool, I get it. I see what you're saying. I should man up and talk to her, tell her how I feel. What? No, you do not do that. You write up a text, tell her, talking about all the problems that you're having, and you send it off to her instead of your friend accidentally. Just make sure that you're being nice about it. Don't even call her the old ball and chain. You know how she hates to be called the B and the C word.
Oh, man.
You know, it's like I always say, one of these days I'm going to come up with a clever saying. In the surgeon's office, the doctor says to a woman, congratulations, you have a brand new baby boy. She says, thank you. But how can you tell? He says, well, he has a penis. She says, big deal. So did I. What else you got? How do I know this is a boy? He says, well, he was spray painting his name on the wall in there before I pulled him out. Is that any help? That's no help. The baby's name is Pat. What if nature made a mistake? How do I know that this is a baby boy who's going to grow up to be a baby boy? My God, how do you know that? I got it. On the ride home, talk aloud about your body issues. How you have jiggly arms or your thighs touch when you stand. Ask if your butt looks big in those pants. If the baby feels compelled to let its opinion be known, I was wrong, you have a girl. If that baby doesn't say one single word on the ride home, I was right, it's a boy. That's my time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Chris Cox.
Woo! Oh my God, please keep